Nev. Oh my god, I don't know if that's really a great gameplay. He just really sacrificed himself, and there you go. Asaf going into the AR this time. Long range, great help. Saigon will be saying goodbye, and I don't think VVV will be able to survive, but let's see. It depends on the result of their Gulag fight.
Yeah, let's see though on how that blood fight will be unfolding in a bit. Yonko though, we've seen them try to survive a little longer when they were in blackout, but the thing it seems like they are still the same way. Being passive, trying to survive a little bit longer. You know how it is with MYSG. This is the difference, the contrast in terms of gameplay, but it seems like against the team from FD, they would need to be a little bit more aggressive. Valdrus is now in somewhat trouble, but this is Delta right now that they have to deal with, and all bases covered for the side of Delta. Though Bunny, despite of how he survived earlier, the last player remaining, he is the first one to go down, but there's still a chance that he will come back after the Gulag.
Using the AB coming out from my bro just because he's thinking that he believes that he can fly. And FX on the other hand right now. Let's see if this academy is doing their homework just to grab the W. That's something that they really need to do. They just really need to do their assignment. Is that something that they can execute well? Are they going to get some good grades from the academy that they're in, or not? Because right now they're really pushing. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But APX being knocked out on the ground, another close quarter battle on top, and APX managed to win that gunfight, even if FX Academy having their assignment done. This time with the 3v1 situation. Oh, that's gonna be the counter, brother Nev. That was really crazy intense, rotating with a lot of smoke being thrown. What a great offense. Oh my god, APX with the 2 beams and 5 kills in total as a team. Yonko Apex from MYSG showing some greatness, even if they had a huge trade, because 3 players being into the Gulag right now. APX really need to have a lot of patience, do some reset, and hide and survive longer so that he will have another chance to meet his teammates after winning the Gulag.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of chance, opportunity for the team, and I love the aggression coming from Yonko Apex at this point. It's not the passive gameplay that they're showing, similar to what we've seen in Blackout, and this is a different side of this MYSG team. But unfortunately, Yonko would need to move out and as well as pull away from potential engagement. But Ozai has been taken out of Gulag, and he will need to be bought back. But let's see for the rest of the teams. Like, there's still Jiu and Cal that might be able to help out Adek. But as we move into a different team, Rigid right now, 8 elimination already in early to this game, and we're, if I'm not mistaken, around 8 minutes of the match already, and they are going for 1 elimination per minute, but they want more. They want that fire, they want that hype, but everyone might be in trouble because the blue will be closing in, and it looks similar to what we've seen in one isolated map that we played earlier.
Right, and we are seeing right now that the Rigid Phoenix is also having a great position. Looking at it, they got a good angle, trying to size up their opponents. Hype doesn't show any aggression at all. Kind of like a low energy for this time, because they know for a fact that they need to take good care of their position and really make sure that they know already that they have the advantage before they attack. And that's the one that we are seeing. And Rigid from Team QU, that's a Team Phoenix, really trying to test them out by throwing some nades, throwing some cloud of smoke. Let's see if they're going to really react. But so far, so good. I don't see any reaction from Hype. Seeing also Team P, Rads or Radiance. Z is the only player that on Fort right now. I'm not really sure if that's really a great plan, but S7 Black is also out here trying to help out a team because Rigid's still staying longer on top of this hill. So let's see what's going to be the chaos that's being made. But Rigid with a 2v1 situation. EJ is on the ground into their Gulag. Naki is adjusting the position, repairing the armor. S7 is also doing the same thing, but you got to be careful. OBS Man is about to do some third party. 3 different colors that we are about to see from this Rocky Mountain. So you gotta be careful and be aware of your surroundings. And that's the one that I'm talking about. Maxi getting another kill. Just like that, 11 total of kills as a team alone. And S7 is the only player that I'm seeing right now from Hype and on the wings. That's your OBS Bang.
Oh, 0-0ing in, and there's no surviving once this guy, our previous match MVP, would be jumping in on you. It's just unfortunate though that there's only two players, but no! They have been taken down, but at least there's still a chance for the team. Gulag is still on, but as we look into OBS, only one casualty out of the team, and the team itself has 3 eliminations. Managed to get away from Hype, and Hype would need a little bit more fire at this point. Black goes in for a takedown. Oh, it is Claudia who goes in for a takedown against Black, and there you have it. 4 point for OBS.
That's a good start right off the bat. The flank really works. Coming into the air, using the wings. OBS had a perfect plan to annihilate them all. True enough, that's the outcome of the battle. Z is the next target. Oh, using the SMRS, although it's really hard. Targeting using the miracle SMRS shot, but in no avail. Paul is about to get closer right here from the buy station. I think he needs to really get more of the attachment and buy Fry. If this is not a fire sale, just a 5,000 that he needs to have for cash. And true enough, he managed to buy one of the dog tags. Goes, what a battle! Oh my god, what is going on? Hinzu or is definitely trying to fight a battle. One time going down, going into the Gulag, Graves up. We're seeing some doctors and winning with a 2v1 situation coming out from Helix's Vicious, clearly showing some viciousness and winning the fight with 3 total kill points.
Yeah, 3 elimination for Helix's Vicious, and you know how it is, how strong Helix's Vicious is, because you have Tangoy right there. And you know Tangoy doesn't die that easily. Tanggol doesn't go down. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about a different guy, Tanggol. But I mean, 1 letter, 2 difference. I think that would work. That would still work. But BBB, 7 players are in the Gulag, and Karma as well as Seb is still surviving. So they would need to wait out on the result of the Gulag before they move, especially if they have a few more loots or if they're watching out for loots of their teammates. But the next phase of the circle would bring more chaos. Back in the circus we go, and you know how it is, there's no monkeys in the circus, but it seems like they would be playing like monkeys because we still have 16 teams remaining.
That's a lot of folks, a lot of soldiers on boots. In fact, we are seeing 55 soldiers on their boots right now, but that's a 2v1 situation, and that's going to be hard, and that's true enough because he's on the ground. Leave Void getting the W. Great job. Yonko coming back into the battlefield. Radiance. Right off the bat, they got 5 kills. They got a complete squad right now, but they're really too far from each other. I think after getting some great loots and kinetics from that airdrop, he is about to get closer to his teammates and giving that intel that, hey, there's an airdrop close to us, so why not get some loots right there? But right now they're still inside of the building. That's really talking about what's going to be the next gameplay that they're going to execute, which is really good. It shows that they have a great comms. And checking out Team M, that's your LSK Nefarius. Are they going to have some fear? Are they going to be furious enough to grab the W? Because looking at it, they're really in a bad situation. Hansu showing that he is a dog tag buddy. 2 players still into the Gulag. Delta, Ellie, and Bunny not able to survive, going down into the fight from the hands of the Leap and Bound. And here we go. We're seeing some FX and LE fighting against each other with a 2v1 situation. Oh my god, that's going to be hard. Oh, that's the end of the battle. LE still into the Gulag. They still have some chance right now. But looking at another close quarter battle, I was the one who was surprised, brother. I thought it's the end of the battle from FX. But after changing the camera, come on, man. It's crazy. FX still being alive and annihilating them all.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. They learned a lot. And once you're a part of the academy, you would learn a lot in this game. But Tompepz going in against Bro.
Oh my God.
Almost being taken down on the Pro, going for rewind, and now going in for a slay, but still he goes down. There's a backstab that happened, pickup can be done, and almost being taken out, but is out of picture as well. Super Jeff would be going for a regroup and for elimination for the team. It's not that high compared to what we've seen them play in the first match, or even in the second match. But let's see though, there's still plenty of time and plenty of time and places to move at. But for Radiance, they will be in the shadows at this point. The high ground advantage, and you did mention that they are in good communication because of the airdrop that they had taken earlier. So anyone who's dropping in this area needs to be careful because they might be taken down.
True enough. Just to share some insights as well, because being a long-time caster from any tournaments or any scrimmages, I keep on seeing them really having a lot of patience in terms of playing isolated maps. So it's like they just really need to be in the passive, and then after that one, they go wild after having their own loadouts and a different strategy as well. As you can see, a lot of teams doing some hack or hacker class, because before they approach, before they push in, they really need to add to hack just to make sure that there's no any classes being activated when they show some aggression, and it really works. It really works. And let's see how it goes right now. We're gonna talk about it. Boils down, brother Nep, to the one that you're talking about, mechanical skills, because Team G doesn't have any class after being hacked out, but right now mechanical skills play out evidently from Team G because they managed to survive.
Yeah, I mean, they did survive. That is one thing, basic factor for teams or players to go in for the fight. But speaking of going in for the fight, I think Bunny
again,
sole survivor of the team with only a few HP though. Need to move, bro. You need to move. 10 HP. And not even recovering that much. And the same goes for Deb, who is the sole survivor, the lone wolf for FX Academy.
The admin
now.
in Academy.
the dean of the Academy, the only one left behind. But there's a lot of case farming below. And as we go into the other side, we have Titan on the battle and winning the gunfight against some of the teams in this area. But do they have room as well on the next phase of the circle? Because it seems like it might be closing in. A lot of teams out of the 10 might be getting near to them.
That's a great defense that we are seeing from Team Hive. As you can see right here, they're being clever, now making a lot of noises so that their footprints will not appear to any HUDs of the Team P and the Team T, which is Yonko Apex. And that's the key of winning the position. That's how they do it. But I think Tompepz has an idea that someone is inside of this building, of this mansion. So let's see if Tompepz will be penetrating slowly this building, gathering that intel. Here we go, connecting a few shots, doing some rewind right away, and going into the team. That's how it is. And it's like, hey, I saw someone inside of that mansion, and right now I'm here doing some regroup, and let's see and plan out what are the strategies on how are we going to execute our strategies effectively for the Team Hype. And Team Yonko is also out there, a lot of different colors going on to the top of the hill. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it's going to go right now. A lot of teams, 7 teams out of the 10 that we last saw earlier. And earlier you did mention about 4KINGS. Seems like Tompepz is like, you know, the prankster king, the prankster king who knocks on the door or ring the doorbell and then just pulls away. That's what he did at that point. He was that prankster, and he was just like disrupting what would be the rest of the other teams' gameplay. Now for Yato, he's on oversight right now. He does know some information from which Hype is in, and even those on across their area. So it's up to the zone right now, as well as the timing that they will play. And Super Jeff with that hack and the ice pick. I'm pretty sure this would disrupt or surprise a lot of teams who would be moving in with a zone. And Yonko Apex Addict going at it. And Ozai, unfortunately, will not be able to join the battle. Even Ju would be taken out unless you have a self-revive. This might be it for Yonko Apex.
OBS main is also on top of the hill, so let's see how it goes. We saw earlier that 4KINGS Super Zap activating that hack. So it's a great execution of that class of preparation. But Super Zapping, surprise from S7. Oh my god. He's not expecting that one coming. Also another annihilation out there. And Salty, the only player from CF, 4Kings for the counter. Tompepz is the only player that we are seeing alive right now from 4Kings, and still on top of this roof. He got the better position. He got the high ground. That's the reason he's putting some cloud smoke right now in front of him just to be ready for any attack. OBS main is also trying to be ready to grab the W from this last match. Close quarter battle at 7, but that's a 2v1 situation. He gets 2 wins. Oh my god. Tompepz for the win.
For the win and 7 HP remaining, still managed to survive, and he did put that rooftop with smokes, and you know how it is. The roof is on fire.
Yeah.
Where Tompepz is. Now, 4 teams remaining, 8 soldiers surviving. Radiant's trying to survive as well. But unfortunately, it is all BS. Who brings them down? Swasi, the sole survivor. It seems like the 1v1 will be won by the 1v1.
Oh my god.
A clutch gameplay overall by the